Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to share with you my no makeup look. Are you ready? Well, I am. So let's get started. First thing, we have to prime. Today I'm going to use two different primers. I'm going to use this primer by Maybelline, the Face Studio Prime Anti-Redness Primer. I'm going to apply this primer where I'm reddish in my cheeks, and I'll apply it with my hands. Like so. And then first I'm applying with my fingers, then I'm going to go over with a brush to really dab it in, so it will be absorbed to the skin and it will last longer. So you can still see the primer on my red face, and I'm going to dab it with a brush. So this is the primer. First primer. Second primer, I'm going to use the Silky Smooth Balm by Tony Moly. Holy moly, Tony Moly. And I'm taking a bit with my finger and I'm rubbing it between both of my fingers, and I'm going to apply this on my chin, on my nose, and on the outer corners of my face where I didn't apply the anti-redness primer. Well, you can't see really anything. I sometimes double prime because I feel like it helps the foundation to last longer on my skin. And speaking of foundation, I'm using this foundation by L'Oreal, the 24-hour Fresh Wear Inflammable in the shade 235 Honey. I'm going to take 3 pumps on the back of my hand. You can see it's a very runny foundation. I'm taking with my damp sponge and I'm going to dab it on my face. Tap tap tap, like so. What did I do to my hair? Never mind, I will clean it later. I'm going to apply a very thin coat. I don't want it to be too much. It's going to be very light. As you remember, it's a no makeup look, so I don't want to have a very thick coat of makeup, like so. And since I can see that there is a difference in colors between my face and my neck, I'm going down to my neck as well, so it won't be so vivid and there won't be such a big contrast. And if you can see, I'm so white in my body and the foundation is darker, so I'm just applying a bit to my neck and like so. A bit some more on my hand, so I'm going to apply. Now I want it to be as simple as possible and quick as possible. So that's all with the foundation. Now I'm going to spot conceal. If you can see, I have here some brown spots along my face. I want to conceal it, and I need a concealer that is in a similar color to my foundation. And since I use the Infallible, I have an Infallible which is very similar color. If I don't have a closer shade, I will take some of my foundation and combine it with the concealer together to have as similar shade as I can. So I'm taking a bit on the back of my hand. This is color 333, which is very similar to the 235 Honey, which was the foundation. And I'm taking a very small brush and I'm taking some of my concealer and I'm spot concealing, and you can see that it's not exactly the same color, so I will go over it later with a sponge. So it always depends on the light when we put on makeup, the light that we have in the room, and of course it makes a lot of difference. So I'm just spot concealing, and in a minute I will take the cleaner side of the sponge and go over it lightly, like so. Okay, so we spot concealed. Now we're going to contour. I'm using this Mustard Contour by Face Studio by Maybelline. This is in the shade 02 Medium. You can see that it has two sides. It's not a new product. I see that I'm reaching the end of it because I love it so much. You can always know if you love a product when you're done with it. So I'm taking the darker side, which is the contouring side, and I'm applying it below my cheekbone. Oh, sorry. Like so. And on the other side, and a bit on my forehead. Not going to be very bold contouring, as remember, it's a no makeup, so I want it to be as natural as possible. And I'm taking a bit of an ankle brush for this purpose, and I think I put too much here on this side, so I will have to work harder to conceal it. Okay, so that's it. And on my forehead I'm just contouring a bit. Okay, with the same color I'm going to contour around my lips. So I'm taking the same brush that I used before, and I'm taking a bit of this contour color and I'm applying it around my lips. Very, very lightly. I don't want it to be too bold, and you can definitely skip this part, but I found it useful. Okay, and I'm taking some more. I'm not applying it at all on my lips, just on the outer side. Of the lip. So I bronzed. Now I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and I'm using this Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. I always do the same mistake. I overturn it. I don't see anything comes out, and it always comes out from the other side. So I will do this a bit with my brush. I'm just applying on the outer corner and inner corner like I always do. I always put a bit. I never put too much. The color is good, the consistency is good, but I didn't like the gimmicky part of this concealer. It didn't work out for me that well. So I'm taking a brush and I'm working like so. You can see it is very, very thick consistency, very similar to the L'Oreal Inflammable. More than concealer, concealer, and this color is right for me. Now in the mirror it looks so much different than I'm looking at the camera. In the camera it looks too bright. Okay, so I will powder, and I'm using this powder by Maybelline, the Fit Me powder. It's called Matte and Poreless, and I'm taking a brush and I'm applying it like so, not in the tip but on the side, and I'm setting the concealer under my eye again. Like so. Now I'm taking my huge brush, and very quickly I'm applying it to my face, very quickly. It's a huge brush, so it is very easy and very fast. See, 2 seconds, all my face are powdered. Next up is a bronzer by Anastasia, the powder bronzer in the color Rosewood. You can see the reflection, and this is the bronzer, and I'm taking my bronzer brush, and as usual I'm bronzing the same as I always do, above the cheekbone and around my face, like so. Not overly exaggerating with the bronzer. I want to be tanned, but you know, I should tan my body first if I want to put too much bronzer. I'm white as Snow White is. For blush, I'm using this trio by The Balm, the Minizer Sisters, and I'm using the blush color, which is the middle color. You can see the highlighter is a favorite of mine. Taking my blush brush, and I think I took too much, so I'm tapping the excess on the back of my hand, and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks and upwards. Like so. And this stage I'm going to pause from the face and going to put a lip balm. This is the L'Occitane lip balm, 10% shea butter. This is just the first stage. If I want to have a very plump lips, I will absorb it later, but for now I'm putting the lip balm. And now we have to go to the brows. Eyebrows are going to be colored with this Faux Color brows in the color Chocolate. So I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my eyebrows, and I also took out a bit of the lip balm, and I'm going to take my lip pencil, which is this by Kiko Milano in the color 315, and I'm going to lip line. Of course, what I'm going to do with this. I'm lip lining only the outer portion of my lips. And I always choose a color that is a few shades darker than my lipstick. Now, time for a lipstick. I'm using this lipstick by L'Oreal. It is called Color Rich Shine in the color 112. If you're following me for a while, you know that I love this color, and I love the series of the L'Oreal. And I'm tapping it when I'm tapping it, I have more control over the outcome, like so. Time for the eyes, and I'm using this concealer by MAC. It's the Soft Ochre Pro Longer Paint Pod, and this is the color, as I said, Soft Ochre. It has a few shades. There's Painterly Pod. It depends on your skin tone. I'm going to use my finger to apply it. Let's take my little mirror. I love this set by Focallure. It has a beautiful mirror. And I definitely love applying the MAC paint pot with my fingers and not with a brush or a sponge. Of course I will go over it with a brush, but the initial application I found work best. It doesn't want to close, I don't know why. Oh, now it is. And I'm taking my brush and I'm just buffing it very, very lightly, so there will be an even coat. I like it best when using a brush in the beginning. Now I'm taking this by Essence. It's called Melted Chrome Eyeshadow in the color 01. Look at this amazing color. I don't like the packaging, but the formula is the best. And since I'm going to use only this is perfect. I'm taking my finger. Look at this amazing color, and I'm going to apply it on my entire eyelid, like so. You can see how beautiful it is. Very pigmented, and it sticks to the eye primer that we used. Okay, next up, other eye. Also it applies beautifully. If you don't like using your fingers, I suggest you use a wet brush, because otherwise it won't give you that chrome effect like it does when you do it with your finger. Okay, that's it. I don't want it to be too much. And I see in my little mirror that I have here, I exaggerated, so I'm taking my brush with my concealer on it. Oh, what did I do? Never mind. And I'm tapping it a bit with the sharp side of the sponge. So, see? No harm, no foul. Now, let's look at this highlighter. Oh my god, this highlighter. This is the Sculpt Glow by Focallure in the color 01. I love this highlighter. And also I'm taking with this side, like so, tapping off the excess and lightly, very lightly, put on the highlighter. And look at this. I took a very small amount of highlighter and I tapped it very gently, very light hand, and look at this. Wow. Also a bit on my nose. Mascara, my fave, by Essence, Lash Princess False Lash Effect. This is the green one. If you're following me, you know that I love this mascara. It is so good and so cheap. You can't beat that. Now I ordered another one by Essence, another mascara. Not the lash one, the Lash Princess one, a different kind, and I'm waiting for it to arrive. Once it will, I will test it and let you know my thoughts, of course. And taking it in the base of the lash and wiggle it like so. If you like, you can put it on the lower lashes as well. I am not a fan. So last but not least, this is setting spray by Gerard Cosmetics. It's called Slay All Day. I have it in the color peach, in the scent peach. It comes with different scents, and I'm going to spray from a distance. Huh. No corona, no worries, just a setting spray. I should have held my breath. Okay, so this is the final look. This is my no makeup look, and if you can see, it's very light. I didn't do anything special with my eyes. I didn't put a heavy coat of foundation, but I still spot concealed, and I highlighted and blushed and bronzed and put some lipstick because I want to feel good. I want it to look effortless, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't take an effort to achieve this look. So this is the final look. Let me know if you like it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. It will cheer me up. And if you want to see more of me, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.